Hey, this is Notser. We are in the Tier 10 American cruiser, Salem. And this is a interesting ship. It's one of the 4 premiums, quote-unquote, that was given to community contributors to share. It's a work in progress, and the stats are definitely not final. But it's basically a Des Moines. It looks like a Des Moines, it smells like a Des Moines, it plays like a Des Moines. And because of that, my build is my Des Moines build. Main armament protection, accuracy, improved main battery range, lower chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, concealment for my commander, priority target, expert marksman, basic firing training, demolition expert, advanced firing training, and concealment again. I'm also using a credit income build. Some of you might be familiar if you've seen me play in my Missouri. So I'm using the Gamescom camo, which gives 50% extra credit. And also, I'm using 2 signal flags. I'm using the baseline and then the super special one. I think one gives me 20% and the other one gives me 50%. That's a lot of credit income increase. And I was going to see, hey, it's premium for me, and I'll get to that in a sec. Maybe the credit income is astronomical. So if I was someone who was looking to generate funds, I would take the Tier 10 out. Well, it doesn't. It doesn't have some special income increase that you would expect in a premium. And the reason that's sort of up in the air for me is because every single ship that's unreleased is premium to my eyes. Unless they tell me expressly this is going to be premium or this is going to be mainline. I don't really know exactly what it is. And this feels like an Arpeggio Blue Steel type premium, where it's premium in the sense that you can freely move your commanders, but you don't get extra credit income or extra XP income on the ship itself. So I'm just going to play it straight up like a Des Moines and see what the income is after all of those changes. And I just want to show it off so you understand what it is. I believe this will probably be a reward for rank 1, and I'm going to guess that this is the reward for reaching rank 1 7 times. We have 3 times with the flint, 5 times gets you the black. It would make sense that this is the reward for 7, which is harder than 5, and you gotta go from a tier 9, well, you go to a tier 10. However, it's not a very unique reward. The black had radar and smoke and really slow torpedoes. The flint had smoke, and it was basically in Atlanta, but this doesn't really have any unique loadout. You can see I was able to build exactly what I would do in my Des Moines. And I didn't see any unique consumable to equip in those slots. I think it was defensive fire versus hydroacoustic, radar and the aircraft, I believe. Maybe I didn't see an aircraft. And then, of course, the heal. So, yeah. This has about 1,000 less health, but its AA is built in such a way that it can benefit a lot from manual AA. It only has 2 sources of AA. They both go out to 6 kilometers with this build. And the large caliber that benefits from the manual AA does a ton of damage. So clearly, it's going to double in damage, and it's going to be fantastic at shooting down aircraft. Is that the identity that they're going for with this ship? We're not giving you cool consumables. We're not changing the game. We're just offering you a ship with a slightly different AA loadout that perhaps would encourage a slightly different build. I don't know. But in this game, firing over the islands, using that gun velocity that the Americans are known for, I can get pretty close to the island and fire over it, whereas the enemies can't really return fire, except for maybe a British destroyer or a cruiser. Yeah, there's no destroyer up here, but you get the idea. And yeah, just continue to engage. I move to the center with the friendly battleship, and I'm going to fire on the enemy Minotaur. There was also an enemy Roma, and this was one of the first games that I played. So I was teasing the Roma and just firing on her as often as I could. And I know who's in the Roma. She's a North American community contributor. Vanessa's very nice, and I've spoken to her on the Warship podcast with Kami and K-Lord. And anyway, I talk to her basically every day, or I read what she says, and there's fun banter between all the NAACC, so if you see me focusing her, it's because I want her dead. Okay, she's the enemy right now. She's not my friend, at least in this game. But she's way out in the Roma. Instead, we're engaging the enemy DD over by A, trying to take it. Just everything has gone wrong for the enemy team. They haven't been in position to capture the base. They still are not in position to capture the base. And we are in perfect position to fire on them without taking any damage. We've done 50,000 damage, but this is nothing new. I'm not showing this game to blow your mind. I just want you to understand what the Salem is, because inevitably I will get that question. What is the Salem? It's a tier 10 premium? Oh my god, is it the best thing ever? Well, no. Friendlies take out the enemy DD. Enemy Neptune shows up, I go AP, and he, of course, tries to hide his angle a little bit. I expected him to go bow on, and I was like, let's switch back to HE, and yep, that's exactly what he does. He does go bow on. Let the Gorosokua first pass on by. Thank you very much. I need to play the Gorosokua first. I haven't played it in a while. There's just so many ships. I honestly want to try playing every single ship one go round. That would take like a month, I think, to play all of them at least once on stream or off stream. There's just a ton. But we're taking fire from the Roma. Vanessa, get off of me. Don't touch me. And of course I'm going to fire at her. Why wouldn't I? Of course I'm going to fire at her. Until she drops off detection and ruins my life. Okay, I see how it goes. You don't want to take damage? Fine. Iowa is going to die. Baltimore, dead. Yamato, dead. Everyone you've ever loved in this game will be gone. How's that feel? And she's hidden, so it is indeed going after the Iowa. They still haven't captured A. I've had some pretty bad games recently, and I can totally relate. I'm sure everyone can relate to what's going on in this game. Team is unable to capture a base. DDs don't go for it, or they go for it and they die because of radar or some aircraft spotting them overhead, including on this game. But, God, you just can't get any momentum to do anything. And by the time you get in position to actually attack a target, it's over. It's already over. Huge advantage. And you basically have 2 ships left and held. And AP worked good on a broadside. She's retreating. Set her on fire, of course. You won't get away from me, Roma. And I haven't actually fired at a Roma other than her. So, we got 3 fires on her, I think. Are they sticking, or she put them out? Yeah, she put them out. Okay. I'm going to set fires on the Iowa now. I love the Des Moines. The Des Moines is just so fun. Salem is a Des Moines. It just works just fine. There's no issue with it whatsoever. I can't find anything wrong, right? I don't know what to say. If it is indeed going to be a premium, like an arpeggio, it will be a nice trainer for commanders. And that's something the American cruiser line desperately needs, because all of the good cruisers in the American line, they're really awkward. Atlanta, Flint, they need a very special commander. They need a light cruiser commander. Okay, well then we have the Indianapolis. Yeah, well that's a mid-tier American cruiser. It gets wrecked. So easy to citadel. Doesn't have enough armor to actually save itself. Of course, you're going to die very quickly, and you might do everything absolutely perfectly, but you're still going to die. Speaking of dying, enemy battleship does a ton of damage to me, but he's showing a perfect broadside, so I'm going to switch to AP. I'm just going to keep up the firepower. So probably the best thing that's going to come out of this is we're going to get a premium that potentially can freely switch commanders into it, So I have a commander trainer for my Baltimore, New Orleans, Pensacola, all the large, heavy cruisers of the American line. And that'll be nice. But it's nothing special. Clearly, we're doing exactly what we expected. And even the income, that's fully upgraded all the way. And I only got 630. 126,000 damage done, 8 fires, 2 kills, 1,590 base XP. Didn't really need to do much more. Team did a great job. Most of my damage was HE, but we were given some chances to do AP. Probably should have taken more chances with AP, but I'm not going to complain. Game was fine. Hope you enjoyed seeing the Salem. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time. And yeah, here's all the extra bonuses that I had